What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Havoc Sports Podcast. A little bit of a different type of episode today. I'm recording on Tuesday as plans have us booked out on our usual recording day. So today is just going to be a Colton McCain podcast episode, and then hopefully we get back to the regular schedule next week. From the title you saw, we're going to be breaking down the Patriots. That's what I do. That's me. And we're also going to be talking a little fantasy football and some heavy concerns after week one's performances. So without further ado, let's get into it. We saw from my fantasy league quite a bit of players that are definite week one panic alerts. Mark Andrews had 3.4 points. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 4.3. Amari Cooper had 3.6. And Marvin Harrison Jr. had 1.4. It continues on with Brandon Ayuk having 4.8. Drake London had 3.5. Chris Olave had 3.1. Evan Ingram had 1.5. Dalton Kincaid had 2.1. And DK Metcalf had 5.9. Now, there's actually quite a bit more people that aren't on this list that's on your screen. But these are definite concerns because a lot of these guys that I listed off, you're taking in the top 3 to 4 rounds, right? Maybe outside of Evan Ingram and Dalton Kincaid, but you're taking a lot of this talent, so you're really hoping the payoff definitely comes through for you. Now, there's a couple that I'm not concerned with. Amon-Ra, I think, is going to get back to doing his thing. With Marvin Harrison, you have to understand that he's a rookie, right? So there's going to be ups and downs, right? You're waiting on him to settle in and get used to the NFL, but he should be good definitely later in the season. Brandon Ayuk's on a high-scoring offense, so I don't see anything of concern there. He'll get back in his rhythm, kind of sitting out and waiting. Definitely took a toll on him. But a couple of these guys, like Mark Andrews, Chris Olave, and Drake London, are the 3 that I have higher panic on. Mark Andrews is definitely looking like he could get replaced, right? We saw likely he was having a heck of a game in a type of game where he definitely can't be ignored going forward. So I'm not saying he's going to be completely useless, but it's definitely going to be more split back there, right? With him stepping up and with likely stepping up. As for Drake London, I don't really think that it's Drake London's fault, right? Kirk Cousins just looked old and washed. So hopefully he can come back and play better. But right now, that Atlanta team is running through Bijan Robinson. So Bijan owners should be ecstatic because that really is their only way to move the football right now until Kirk Cousins can get back into rhythm if he gets back. And then as for Chris Olave, I have a lot of concerns. They won, I think it was 47-10. 47 points put on the board, and your number one receiver had 3.1 points. That is definitely a heavy concern, something I would be worried about, and I would be very worrisome because people are not going to be as willing to make bigger trades to get him off of you, right? They're going to be throwing definite cheaper bags at you. DK Metcalf is also a little worrisome. I've always considered DK like a wide receiver 3. So if you put him in that aspect, as long as he's getting you around 10 points, I have him usually at the flex spot. So definitely needs to improve, though. That Seattle offense wasn't the prettiest thing, but wasn't terrible. DK will find ways to get involved. He is a tall, strong, high-pointed ball type of guy. He will definitely go and make sure to get himself involved in game, right? So, moving on to the Patriots. This is a game we had talked about in the last episode where I said I definitely think the Patriots can make this a close game, but I don't think they win. They definitely kept it close, and they do end up winning, which is incredible against a Bengals team. Granted, a banged-up Bengals team. But really the highlight of the night was Ramondre Stevenson, right? He's definitely the MVP of this team, at least for that game. Jacoby didn't look terrible. He looked very smart with the football, which is something that a lot of Patriot fans were worried about in the preseason. 120 yards from Ramondre, a touchdown to go with it. We only scored one touchdown, but we were moving the football, right? We were getting in field goal range. We ended up winning 16-10. We just kept it close. The defense did their thing, and they got multiple stops. And that's something that I said. This defense, I've said it numerous times, is Super Bowl ready. It's just the offense is nowhere in position of being ready to go and win a Super Bowl. So the defense did their thing. We kept the ground and pound for the most part, and it worked. I don't think it'll work every game, but it worked for this one, right? So you get that 1-0 start. Mayo gets his first win. That's definitely an ego boost, and definitely the mentality of the team is up much after starting the season 1-0 compared to how last season went. So it's definitely good for them. Harry's not here, so I'll give a quick touch on the Bears. For Bears fans, it's not necessarily the most exciting thing you wanted to see. I believe Caleb Williams had 92 yards passing. He looked like a rookie. That's what we talked about. You're going to see plays like, whoa, and you're going to see plays like, whoa, what is he doing? But you still get the win. That defense steps up in a massive way. That defense is looking very strong. Take it with the greatest salt was the Titans. But, hey, you get Caleb his first win, and the Bears also start off 1-0 on the season. So a good win for them. Hopefully Caleb can kind of settle in and make the adjustments he needs to and be ready to go for week 2 for those Bears fans. Finally, I know it's a little quicker episode, guys, but just to touch up on what's coming up on Thursday, this will already be happening by the time it gets out, so we'll definitely be doing a preview. But you got the Bills-Dolphins. That's going to be a definite good game. A nice little division rivalry game. Josh Allen looked phenomenal in week 1, and the Dolphins struggled early, but come out in that second half, they were very explosive. I look for the Dolphins to get the job done as they just have more firepower on offense. I think it'll be close because it is a division game, but I just can't see the Bills' offense being as effective as Miami's, and I think Miami has a slightly better defense there. So, again, I know it's a little bit of an awkward episode, a little bit of a quick episode, but we wanted to make sure we got you guys something. That's something we're trying to improve on. We don't want to take any days off, right? But life happens, so at least this way we're able to get you guys some type of content. We appreciate all your support, all the feedback that we get. Stay tuned soon, guys. Stay tuned soon. We're going to be doing a giveaway soon, so be on the lookout for that. Just our appreciation for you guys and our love for you guys. As always, we love you guys. This is the Havoc Sports Podcast, and we will see you guys later.